Do y'all return to the TNN Trap News Network? You back the same. Like, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of the content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college, though, big dog. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college, though. We are up late night, man, third shift, giving y'all this good content, this good news you can use. This ran across my desk. Somebody sent this to me. They said, Rich Trapper, you need to be involved in this, man. They're saying, boom, bow, bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. The type of, we just don't understand. Why is Wack snitching? Why is Wack snitching on Luce Cannon? Hey, Josh Jones, that nigga's not finna do no interview at all. That's what he's not doing. Like, comment, subscribe, jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Man at the Garden Freestyle, please don't touch my, it got a body on it. Fairy tales, all that's out now. And I need y'all to get into this, richtraphouse.com, the merch. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Tonight, hip-hop producer, reality TV star, and Las Vegas resident Maul admits to running a prostitution ring in Clark County for more than a decade.
And, well, let me go back where it first started, right? So I end up whooping Maul ass, right?
Pop producer agrees to a plea deal in federal court. Maul is admitting to his role in the Las Vegas sex trade.
Guy named Big U. It's cool. They used to be brothers, right?
Hip-hop producer Jamal Rashid, also known as Maul, is headed to prison. Rashid admits he was a longtime pimp and profited off of women that he abused.
That's talking about.
Yeah, let's go get UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. Yeah, this ugly.
Big U and Maul.
No, Big U, Maul, and you.
Yes.
Maul, who you're friends with.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Well, Brian, sentencing for a hip-hop producer has been pushed back again, and the I-Team has learned a little bit more about why there's been a delay. Jamal Rashid, also known as Maul, admitted he was a pimp.
This Clinton, they had you on a block list too, bro. 300 plus people were on this block list by a rogue moderator. This Clinton, I'm glad to see you back, bro. They had you on a block list too, bro. We got you up out of there, man. Welcome back to general population, man. They had you in the hole.
In Las Vegas. He faced federal charges and pled guilty.
This Clinton, nigga, I just gave you a shout out. It's live. You told me we had to get you out of, niggas had to get you out of the hole. DC was in the hole with you. You feel me?
To use of an interstate facility in aid of unlawful activity.
With the Wiz Khalifa, banging the Wizzle Khalizzle.
I'm back with another episode on this big U-43 count indictment. This whole entire situation is like the gift that keeps on giving. In this video, we're going to pull back the covers that are ever so gracefully hiding the indiscretions of the Grammy Award-winning producer in Big U's indictment.
Yeah, man, welcome back to the main line, man. Everybody was in the hole. We appreciate having y'all back. Girl Dad, you was in the hole too, bro. You was part of that 300 motherfucker that they swept, but they put in the hole. Rogue moderator, Girl Dad, glad to see you back, bro.
Wack 100 is the man at the center of spreading the controversial slander and alleged criminal street activity of Big U, painting him as the mastermind would backtrack faster than a Louisiana crawfish.
A music executive and alleged LA gang leader Eugene Henley Jr. has just been named in a 43-count federal criminal indictment. Prosecutors accuse Henley of racketeering, fraud, extortion, and embezzlement. Henley surrendered to authorities last week in connection with a federal complaint linking him to the 2021 killing of an aspiring rapper.
A lot of stuff I'm reading, and some of it I'm kind of like, it's missing some pieces. I can't see him. I can't see Big U shooting a kid in the face that once lived in his house, right, over a diss song.
Because there has to have been so many different times over the years, even since he's been free, in which he would have had much better reason to clap somebody than that situation. Like that just doesn't seem like it would have risen to the level of being.
Let me tell you,
if he killed that kid, he probably should have killed like 20 other people.
However, the focus of this video is not Wack 100. Instead, the microscope will be aimed at the Grammy Award-winning producer. That Grammy Award-winning producer is none other than Maul. Now, Maul isn't just any name being pulled out of the hat. Maul's name has been synonymous with Big U for years. In fact, Maul is the man that the fake Luce Cannon jumped on allegedly by orders from Big U. Although we, the general public, had no idea what was going on at the time, it would all unfold in Big U's indictment.
This is right here. Everybody asking is it live? Hell yeah, this is live. And I got an itch in my ear. Itchy ears are hard, bro. Itchy ears are hard. I got kicked in the ear on yesterday. Today's Monday. Yesterday, I was on a jiu-jitsu tournament. I got kicked in the ear. My low-key, my ear been hurting ever since. What was I finna say? That nigga LL Cool Shot threw me off. Yeah, because I be flu flamming y'all. What the hell was I finna say? It don't matter. Memories are hard. Look, man, we gonna smoke this weed. We gonna hang out all night tonight, man. Come on. Hey, so look, I'll tell you about the tournament next. I ended up getting in 4th place because I got disqualified. If I wouldn't have got disqualified, I would have got 2nd place, but I got disqualified. It dropped me down 2 places. I got disqualified for doing a flying armbar. You're not allowed to do flying takedowns or flying guards or jump guards or anything like that when you're a white belt, despite the fact that I was going against blue belts who are allowed to do jump guards. I digress.
Situation on Sunset, Maul's eating. You see some guys pull up and they get at Maul, right?
Saying what?
They get at him. Ain't no saying nothing. Action.
They beat his ass.
They beat his ass. Okay.
They get at him, right? That's Luce. So I'm like, so I get the call, right? I'm like, he like, yo, I say, yo, who was that? He like, Luce Cannon. I say, what Luce? I say, where you from? Because I know it ain't him. Because Big U from 6-0. Ain't no way Luce get that Maul like that. So when he say Luce Cannon, I'm like, from where? He like 6-0. I say, wait, that was Luce that did you like that? I said, hold on. So I called Big U.
Mm-hmm. The snitchiana. If this ain't Wack snitching on Luce Cannon, I don't know what is. See, Sharice Mills, you worried about the wrong thing, baby. You worried about ninjas getting, keep in mind, just throwing this into the universe, like every 1,000 YouTube views is like $10. Something like crazy like that. You feel me? Baby, you need to be focused on the fact that this ninja right here is on No Jumper telling on this ninja right here. And this ninja right here is the father of your child. So you need this ninja right here out here on the streets. See, this is where you, this right here is where you fuck around. This right here is where you find out. Fuck around, meet, find out. Introducing Luce Cannon. You feel me? So you see the triangle we have here? The fuck around and find out triangle. Fuck around, find out Luce Cannon, who has fucked around and found out. Fuck around and find out triangle. A little bit of geometry. Don't worry about it. Geometry is hard.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, why is Luce doing that to bro?
Why is Luce doing that to bro? What is going on between the sheets in my home? Baby, wait, let me explain before Wack 100 starts to point the blame. Girl, I'm about to have a fit. You can't see that Wack's a snitch? How did Luce get into this? Should have never been hanging out with this bitch. I'm just trying to tell you, bro. I'm just trying to tell you. You feel me? Just trying to tell you.
Big U, like, laughs the shit off, right? So I'm like, yo, bro, what kind of shit you on? I thought Molly is... You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit you on?
Yeah. If you have no idea who Maul is, let me first bring you up to speed. Born and raised in Northern California, commonly known as the Bay Area, Jamal Rashid, a.k.a. Maul's love for music evolved at an early age, heavily influenced by Bay Area legendary producers Ant Banks and Rick Rock. Maul's career began with music and would remain to be his true passion and motivation. Maul, his labels, Maul Music and Future Music, and his innovative team.
Two-tone to get stoned. You was in the 300 people too, bro. I bet all the homies is back here, man. I'm sorry I ain't been able to see y'all in a long time. One of my moderators went rogue and started blocking all y'all niggas.
Have produced for a multitude of artists, from up-and-coming artists to veterans such as Snoop Dogg, Chris Brown, Tyga, Drake, Yellow Wolf, Bone Thugs and Harmony, E40, Usher, 50 Cent, The Game, Shawty Low, Redman, Lupe Fiasco, Slim from 112, and the list goes on and on.
Now you gotta remember, me and Molly do real business. I come get a beat from him, you know, I pay him for his beat, give him his points. We gotta hit him and him and Game and Jeremiah came from Marley.
Maul continued to diversify his assortment of sounds while working with many past and present acclaimed producers, artists, and songwriters. Maul's business partner and close friend, songwriting extraordinaire and Grammy Award-winning producer Jason Pooh Bear Boyd served as a strong lead within the Future Music and Marley Marl Music camps. Maul has been credited for creating several top 10 hits, such as Transform Ya with Chris Brown, Swiss Beats, and Lil Wayne, Peaches and Creams by 112, and Caught Up with Usher, just to name a few. Marley Marl increased his drive to preserve in the industry for long.
Am I tripping or this nigga was on? Let me see something real quick. I'm sorry. Is this really gonna bother me? Was this nigga on Love and Hip Hop?
Long-term friend and Bay Area rapper Andre Hicks, a.k.a. Mac Dre, passed away unexpectedly.
At 3:30 a.m., Mac Dre was returning to his hotel room after a late show in Kansas City. On Interstate 70, a group of armed men in a stolen car pulled up alongside his van, fired, and sped off.
Maul had since then successfully tackled the music
He
industry
definitely wasn't Love and Hip Hop.
and was simultaneously taking over the film industry by storm.
Rest in peace, Mac Dre.
With his much acclaimed documentary, Two Turntables and a Microphone, The Life and Death of Jam Master Jay, alongside executive producer Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent.
DJ Jam Master Jay was gunned down inside a recording studio in Queens, New York. No arrests have been made, and police have not released a motive.
Maul and his business partner, Eugene Big U Henley, have produced smash hits by teaming up with the likes of Snoop Dogg, Nipsey Hussle, Sean Cartier, and producer King David under their label Blue Magic Music. It's no secret that Marley Marl had earned the respect and recognition from top media executives, managers, A&Rs, radio personalities, and a roster of superstar artists internationally. After many years of hard work, dedication, and diligence to the game. With the list growing at an uncontrollable rate, Maul still found time in his hectic and crazy schedule to executive produce his partner in Future Music, Pooh Bear, a.k.a. MDMA, most devoted musician alive, and his debut as an artist. Maul's team was made up of extraordinary talent, such as powerhouse...
Shit. Woo! Start off the bat.
House producers, audibles, as well as music groups such as Edamame, Jazz, Love, Pyro, 1500, DJ Franzen, and Sasha. Although these accolades would sound extremely impressive, word on the street was that Maul never really produced tracks himself. Instead, Maul would enlist the services of other producers, buying and or licensing the tracks, selling them off as if they were actually produced by him. Don't get it twisted at all. Maul wasn't just a producer in the music industry. He too would have a criminal history that we will dive into at this very moment. Between in or about April 2002 and in
I didn't know that Marley Marl was out here thugging. Never knew that.
or about September 2014, Marley Marl owned, operated, and managed several businesses in Clark County, Nevada that purported to offer legal escort services. The businesses included the following: VIP Entertainment, LLC,
Queen Kiera.
licensed from April the 3rd of 2002 through April the 30th of 2014. International VIP, LLC, licensed from March the 21st of 2005 through March the 31st
Queen Kiera, I never did get those pictures, but we ain't gonna go into that.
of 2011, and Las Vegas Concierge VS1 LLC, licensed from December the 4th of 2012 through December the 31st of 2014. However, Maul carried on an unlawful prostitution business through these escort services. Between in or about April of 2002 and in or about September of 2014, Maul routinely used or caused others to use the below described facilities in interstate commerce to promote, manage, establish, and carry on his unlawful prostitution business. As the indictment reads, Maul routinely used or caused others to use cellular telephones and other means to cause women working for...
I don't know who this girl is, but she is fine. I don't know who this girl is, but she is bad.
...his escort businesses to conduct acts of prostitution in Clark County, Nevada. To pull this...
She was selling coochie? Like, it's a waste. Baby, you fine. Just go to Atlanta. You could be somebody's wife.
Off in some instances, Maul uses American Express card to pay for airfare and other travel-related expenses. Also, according to the indictment, Maul used or caused others to use various paid websites, such as Backpage and Euros Guide, to advertise the woman online for prostitution purposes. In the same time frame between in or about April of 2002 and or about September of 2014, Maul performed numerous acts in furtherance of his prostitution business in Nevada and elsewhere. Most notably, Maul pursued, induced, enticed, and caused numerous women to engage in prostitution, such as the following examples. In March of 2012, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused an unnamed victim to travel from Nevada to New York to engage in prostitution. On February the 15th of 2008, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused another unnamed victim to travel from Las Vegas to Maui, Hawaii. On March the 6th of 2008, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused their third unnamed victim to travel from Portland, Oregon to Las Vegas. On January the 19th of 2009, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused yet a fourth unnamed victim to...
Hey, that nigga was out here running hoes. Bro was out here running his oars. That nigga was out here Reezy the Heezy's got him on the razor. Goodness gracious, you let this... Hey, this just goes to show that females will do whatever for a nigga with some chili. This just goes to show, because Maul's a fat, sloppy individual. A fat, sloppy individual. Some bro look like he stink. And these hoes weren't even tripping. That just goes to show, like, man, but they ain't got a bag, you can do whatever.
Travel from Las Vegas to Chicago, Illinois. On March the 26th of 2010, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused a fifth unnamed victim to travel from Las Vegas to New York City. On March the 27th of 2011, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused another victim to...
Queen, you see the fight? Bow, 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 bow. Do my little one, too.
Travel from Las Vegas to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On March the 11th of 2013, Maul persuaded, induced, enticed, and caused a seventh victim to travel from Las Vegas to Newark. All of the foregoing took place in the state and federal district of Nevada and elsewhere. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that once the gig was up, Maul's entire stable turned government witness, portraying themselves as victims.
Hey, but look, here go the thing, though. We not going to act like that nigga wasn't 70 toes. That nigga was 70 toes down. 70 toes. 70 toes. 70 toes down. That nigga was 70 toes down, bro. Like, we not gonna act like that nigga went 70 toes, 14 eyes, 14 ears, 7 noses, 7 mouths, 14 titties down, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Zombie J, what's the deal? That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Through his attorney.
Here at TNN Trap News Network, we're not here to exploit or disrespect or make fun of anybody who's been caught up in any type of illicit activities. Here at TNN Trap News Network, we do not support, condone, or stand by any type of illicit activities when it comes to people doing anything to harm other people. You feel me? All I know is 70 toes.
David Chesnoff, Maul asked the court for leniency, citing his client's statement of remorse and his work with teenagers in crisis. Judge Navarro imposed the maximum prison sentence under the agreement, followed by 3 years of supervision. In 2021, Jamal Rashid, the man known as Maul, filed for bankruptcy while serving his 33-month prison sentence after admitting that he was a pimp in Las Vegas for 12 years.
Well, new tonight, hip-hop producer, reality TV star, and Las Vegas resident Maul admits to running a prostitution ring in Clark County for more than a decade.
Let's rewind. In April of 2019, authorities seized a several cat from Maul and his...
Billy Mack said, why 70? He got 7 girls. Each girl got 10 toes. 7 times 10 is 70. He's 70 toes down.
Adam Monkey alleged to be.
This little bit of ism is brought to you by TNN Trap News Network. We don't do no pen over here at TNN Trap News Network. We ain't with no P. That's not me. You feel me? It's not my thing. One day I tell y'all my story about how I tried to be a P. It wasn't for me, big dog. It's not in my soul. It's not in my soul. So I don't crowd that lane at all. Big love, big shout out to those 16 lettering it, doing it down. You know what I'm saying? They out there in the razor, rain or in the snow. You feel me? Like U.S. Postal. You feel me? That's Shaw. I don't get involved in that. You feel me? I done did some macking though. Oh yeah, I done did some extreme macking. I done did some extreme macking. But it's not in me to, you know what I'm saying, in the rain or in the snow, jump in the air, stay there, tell her to come down, and when she do shit, fuck up, you feel me? I don't get into all that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She got better luck trying to find Tupac than me buying her something off the ice cream truck. But that's a whole different situation for a whole different day. And I swear to God, I mop the ocean with a Barbie mop before I ever fall in love with any of these 304s. But that's not what we're here to talk about. It's not what we're here to talk about. Me counting every single blade of grass at Dodger Stadium before I give a bitch any bit of, you know what I'm saying? That's not what we're here to talk about. That's not my lane. That's not my ministry. You feel me? It's not my ministry. That's not my ministry. I love love. And I understand and I respect that about myself. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to me for understanding my lane is not doing that. You feel me? I love love. You feel me? I'm cool with being with one woman and being in love with her and loving her out loud. And, you know, she loved me and I love her. And then I buy her flowers on Valentine's Day and all that kind of stuff. And all the things that would make, you know, I get it. That's not the life that they, hey, I've never claimed to be a part of the church. I've never claimed to be a part of the church. I come through every day and celebrate, you know what I'm saying, baptisms and you know what I'm saying, and first communions and confessions every now and again. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get involved in all of that. You feel me? That's not my thing. Never has, never will be. You feel me? I'll be talking to my girl on the phone all day. You feel me? So I'll be my business. But that all being said, let's get into this.
Be owned by Sway Lee after serving search warrants at 2 San Fernando Valley homes.
And honestly, I feel like if there's real pimps watching this, they can respect the fact, father, provider, husband. Like, I don't get involved in that. If there are real pimps watching, I feel like they can really respect the fact that I know to stay out of the way of those who do it that type of lifestyle. Y'all can respect the fact that I'm not crowding the lane. You feel me? Because there's enough niggas out here crowding y'all lane, faking it and shaking it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of faking and they baking. You feel me? We ain't going to get into that. It's not my politics. But I can respect the game enough to stay up out of the game and watch from the sidelines. You feel me? I am a spectator of. You feel me? I got floor seats, though. For sure. And I be yelling at the players every now and again. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't in the game.
Part of an exotic animal trafficking investigation.
Hey, nigga.
All the way down.
I'm in style.
Pull it down in his hair. Pull it back, like making a hoodie, like in the back. Yeah, like that. Flip it. Flip it. There you go.
This how I folded for her. Wait, we got
There you go.
You're like, bitch.
I know.
Like, fuck up, bitch. I already bitch you once.
G, come here. Come here, I got you, G. Come here. G, come here. G, come here.
Maul, who was known for showing off these animals, braggadociously showed them off during an interview on Vlad TV.
You sleeping? Rise and shine.
Hey. Who's that? Yeah. This is Isis. Say hi. What you doing? You chilling? Huh? That wake you up? Isis is so cute.
Some industry insiders would say that Maul was moving like a slippery, slimy snake. With that being said, it was no surprise at all that Maul was in business with Big U.
You know, and thanks to Big U, because my affiliation with Big U, you know, a lot of people know when, in '96, when Suge went to jail and Pac died, rest in peace, Pac. Back then it wasn't digital, it was an analog world. So all these cats that were just gangsters were told to go to studios and just grab the stuff and put it in storage.
Wow.
To fully understand how Maul showed up in Big U's indictment, but how his name being mentioned, you must first know the story of Rayshawn Williams, the teen who was found murdered in Las Vegas. By now, I'm pretty sure you all know Big U is being charged with Rayshawn's murder. Per Big U's indictment, the murder was triggered by a diss track, although said diss track has never been produced by law enforcement or prosecutors. However, as of late, new allegations would surface of a gay love affair between Rayshawn and Big U's son, ultimately enraging Big U, causing him to take Rayshawn's life.
Guys, bro, I was kind of
That's super deep.
Apprehensive about putting this out. I've known this for about a week and a half now, you know. But she wants to put it out and let people know that her family member wasn't killed over a diss song. Her family member was killed because Big U found out that his son and Ray Sean was fucking around, bro. I'm sorry. It's hard even for me to say. I apologize, bro. I apologize. But that's what his family is saying, bro. And I got the proof right here, right?
Yeah, this is for sure Fed talk.
But it's like, that honestly does make more sense, doesn't it? Big U killed Ray Sean Williams over a diss track. There's 1,000 people that diss Big U. Why they not dead? And that makes more sense because I'm trying to walk myself through the situation, right? So, if I'm Ray Sean Williams and I live with...
Yeah, this is short. Sounds hella scripted, but, you know, whatever.
Big U. Why would I feel comfortable?
I never trust videos that don't have no face. I don't trust no videos that don't have a face.
Enough to wear a chain that belongs to his son. Allegedly, the reason why Big U kicked out Ray Sean from his house is because he wore one of his son's chains without permission, right? Why would he even feel comfortable enough to do that unless he knew it was okay? My baby mama wear my shirts all the time. She'll go to the store, throw on some of my sweatpants, one of my shirts, and be out. Come back, done. That's something my partner would do. That's something my baby mama gonna do. That's something my girl would do, is wear my clothes or wear my shirts or wear my chain. That's something she would do. That's my partner. That's my girl. So that's cool. I ain't tripping, bro. Let's unpack this, bro. How the fuck does this make sense? So, Big U is so mad because you wore some of his son's jewelry? Shouldn't his son be mad? If it's his chain, shouldn't he be mad? You stole my chain, bro, and wore it without my permission. I'm mad at you. His son wasn't mad. His dad was mad?
I'm mad at you. That was funny.
How does that make sense? If somebody stole my chain, I'm mad at him. I don't need my daddy to be mad at him. Because look at this. That makes more sense. My son about to be in the NFL. He got a whole career, bro. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with no gay NFL player, bro. They're not gonna fuck with him. You're not gonna ruin my son's career, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. He made a diss song about Big U and he killed him. Everybody made diss songs about Big U, bro. I know like 3-4 niggas that got diss songs dissing Big U. All them niggas still alive. But now this nigga going off a diss song. Makes no sense, bro. But it does make sense that if you found out that your son was fucking with one of his teammates and they were having sex, or that was his man or his boy, now that makes sense. That makes sense why he felt comfortable enough to wear his jewelry out. That makes more sense to why he felt comfortable wearing his clothes, his jewelry, everything. That makes sense, bro. And you got mad about that. Y'all doing too much, nigga. Now, to be honest with you, I can't say that this is the 100% truth. Can I say that? No. But can I say I believe it based off what I've gotten from the family, friends, people that knew them? Yes. As a football player, this nigga ain't got no girl. You ain't married. Nothing. Who not trying to talk to a football player, bro? What girl is not trying to talk to a football player? He ain't got no girl, though. Why? And you a nigga from South Central, too? You a football player? No girl you entertaining, talking to, nothing? Come on, man. I think what she's saying, from my opinion, I would say it's not a lie. I do see some realism.
Sean, previous.
My bad, I had to fast forward. These niggas not talking about nothing.
DMs I got from a, quote, family member and everything else. That's it.
Oh my God. As I have said in previous videos, all of this shit is allegedly. Without a doubt, these new allegations are explosive and have definitely added a plot twist to the murder of Rashawn Williams. Just to make things perfectly clear, Dale Morrison, aka Monster, and Sylvester Robinson, aka Vay, aren't the only ones who are getting down on Big U. Maul's government name was not left out of Big U's indictment by accident. The only way to know this much detail about what took place between Big U and Maul was, that's right, you guessed it, Maul is cooperating with the feds. The indictment reads as such. On January the 25th of 2021, defendant Henley contacted the producer to inform him that Nevada homicide detectives would be interviewing the producer about the death of victim R.W., aka Rashawn Williams. On January the 26th of 2021, defendant Henley contacted the producer and demanded that the producer and his employees leave the studio premises. On January the 26th of 2021, at defendant Henley's direction, Big U Enterprise associate BS and others known and unknown to the grand jury moved portions of the security system from the studio, including security video and data from the times
Damn, so they saying that Maul was there when the situation happened at the studio. That's crazy.
R.W. and defendants Henley and Robinson were present at the studio prior to victims R.W.'s murder. Feds play the game dirty. With all of the informants and witnesses on the case, there's no way that the feds won't find Big U guilty of at least one or two of these charges that they put on him. Myself, I don't wish prison on anyone. Let's all just sit back and see how this shit all plays out.
All right, man. That was
Cannon, what's the word?
All right, man. We about to hear to the next one, man. Chat, y'all staying kicking. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. Avenue Angel tweets free. We got